Imagine waking up in the middle of a disaster. Everyone is suffering, but the real question is who are the most affected? This is disaster impact. Housing and homelessness. People with low economic status are more likely to live in homes that are very vulnerable to the impact of disasters. In 2017, the poorest 20% of people are 1.8 times more likely to live in fragile houses, homes with lower quality construction, older homes, or mobile homes. Their shelters that are supposed to shield them from the disaster risks are not strong enough to withstand, thus exposing them to great risk, damage, and material losses. Residences in area at high risk of disaster effects. Poor people are the most vulnerable as they are more likely to live in areas at high risk of disaster effects. High risk places also mean that they are less expensive or they are simply more available. These conditions aggravate the dangers of disasters in poor urban areas because land scarcity is a driver of flood risk. These places also have high temperatures and less space. A paper on the effects of Superstorm Sandy revealed that majority of the people residing near flooded tracts live below the poverty line. The author also found differences by race and age.
More serious injuries and physical effects caused by a disaster. The poor are the most vulnerable sectors in times of disasters. They suffer from injuries and even worse death because they don't have the means to protect themselves. Their incapacity to safeguard themselves is a repercussion of their low socioeconomic status. Reports from the Chicago heat wave in 1995 states that people who do not have access to air conditioning units or to air conditioning sites are most likely to die. Financial effects. From an economic standpoint, disasters have more significant effect on poor and marginalized people because most of them have concentrated their savings for their homes and livestock, both of which may be damaged, injured, or lost in disasters. In contrast, people who are less poor are more likely to have their savings in various places, including financial institutions, which means their wealth is better protected from natural disaster. To conclude, people of low socioeconomic status are more vulnerable in the face of disasters and are more likely to suffer from more severe impacts, ranging from property damage and homelessness to physical and financial effects.